There was like whole packed stadium. I had to call Jacqueline, Honey Singh, Harna Sandhu.
Classic Virat Kohli move.
I know.
And how did cricket journey started? Like
Somebody I did a photo shoot with, he came up with this opportunity.
one singer you would love to feature in music video next.
I'll have to say Tim David. Without me, I would say Hardik Pandya. I was working, I had a corporate job 9 to 5. So that was a very last minute kind of an offer.
Before we move forward with the episode, I just want to thank Team India for healing all of us from 19th November 2023. Thank you so much. And we are back on the other episode of In Dialogue with TMM with Rida Farid Bazmi, where the conversations go beyond the surface. So there's always wisdom, intellect and a lot of fun. There's a certain kind of energy one needs to have while commanding a cricket ground or a music video. Usually people pick one, but someone today I have on my panel is both of it. So we have beautifully talented model, sports presenter, actor and a very good human being, Miss Yesha Sagar. Hi Yesha.
Hello, thank you so much for such a nice introduction.
Starting from the beginning, a lot of people don't know. Usually what happens, people follow the script when they're in their 20s, they move forward, they move to abroad to pursue their career.
Yeah.
With you being a Canadian citizen, you came back to India and made your own space. So if you can talk about that journey.
So I was born in India,
Yeah.
and just like everybody else, I had the same dream, move abroad, settle there, and somehow the life turned around and I had to come back to India. I went there for studies,
Okay.
and so I got this opportunity to work in music videos
Oh, nice.
on the side.
Okay.
So I was working, I had a corporate job 9 to 5, and then on the side, just for like extra cash to cover my expenses, I started doing music videos.
Okay.
And then one day I got an opportunity in India. So that was my first Punjabi film. So I had to pick between my stable job or like resign from there and come to India for this one project. So it was just one project. I was double-minded. I didn't know like if I should go for it because there was a risk.
Okay.
Because, you know, I didn't know what next after that. So one of my colleagues, I used to share everything with him. So I was like, you know, this is the option my manager has given me. She's like, if you want to pick that opportunity, you have to resign from here. So I'm kind of debating, I don't know. And he told me, he was like, Yesha, just run from here. You don't want to spend your whole life working 9 to 5, living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
So he was like, just resign. And he helped me with the resignation letter. I gave it. And then ever since then, I never looked back.
Okay. Congratulations to that one decision that changed your life.
Definitely.
Yeah. and thank you for being that amazing person if you're watching this. So tell me, when you said that you started with movies and music video came on your way. So how did Afghani Afeem happen? Like, what was your first reaction, or was it like, okay, should I do it? Or was it like, okay, I am featuring into Tony Kakkar's music video. What was that?
So that was a very last minute kind of an offer. I only had 2 or 3 days to decide. Actually, we were shooting in 2 or 3 days when they came up with that offer. The first thing was, of course, my emotional brain was like, wow, this is a great opportunity. I'll be working with Tony Kakkar and I'll be getting into a new segment. So I usually did Punjabi music videos. So this time I would be getting Bollywood audience.
Yeah.
And then my practical side of the brain was like, you know, it's going to be a long flight, and then I have to practice the dance steps, right? Because I didn't really do dance much before that. So I was debating. So I had a word with my manager. I was like, you know, it's going to be so hectic. It's a very long flight. Then I have to do all this dance practice and all. I don't think I can do it. And then she encouraged me. She was like, I know you can pull it off. You can do it in a day. I know, I believe in you, blah, blah, blah. Just come, just come. It's going to be a great opportunity. So I did that. I said yes, booked my flight. So what happened was, the first flight that I booked, I went to the airport and it got cancelled.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was shooting in 2 days, like after 2 days.
Okay.
And then that day my flight got cancelled. I was at the airport. So I was like, okay, which one is the next flight? Can you book me in? So it was after 6 hours.
Yeah.
waited at the airport for 6 hours. The next flight got delayed by 2 hours.
Okay.
And that wasn't a direct flight.
Yeah.
So it was going to London and then to Mumbai.
Okay.
So I landed in London. The flight got delayed 2 hours again.
What was happening that day?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I literally felt like I think God doesn't want me to do it,
Okay.
or something is stopping me from doing this. But I didn't give up. So the next flight was from London to Mumbai. I took the flight, and then somehow, I don't know what happened, they landed in Delhi. Because
Okay.
there was some issue with the runway in Mumbai. So they were like, we're landing in Delhi, and then we'll be departing once it gets cleared up.
Yeah.
So I think like 4 or 5 hours delay again. I reached Mumbai around 11 p.m., I think. And then I went to the hotel, kept my stuff there, went straight to the studio to do the dance practice. So I was practicing for like 3 hours. I was jet lagged. I was crazy, like tired. Yeah. So next day we went to Rajasthan to do the shoot. It was a very hectic shoot.
Okay.
Yeah. But anyways, I think I pulled it off.
Of course you pulled it off. 17 million views on that video. The comment section is full with you. People were praising you left, right, and
Really?
center. Yeah.
You know, I didn't even check it.
You have to. After this
I will
interview,
now.
we will check together. Okay. And how did cricket journey started? Like, how did that arena arrive to you?
So with me, it's like, you know, whatever come my way, whatever new opportunity or new areas I get to explore, I never say no. So I'm always very excited to give it a try. Somebody I did a photo shoot with, he came up with this opportunity in Canada. Like there was this GT20 happening after maybe like 3 or 4 years. So they were like, we're looking for a digital host. Like, would you be interested?
Yeah.
And I said, I don't know anything about cricket. Then they were like, how many balls in and over? I said 6. He was like, that's all you need to know. You're hired. He was like, don't worry, we'll teach you everything.
Yeah.
So the first gig I did was very scripted. So they would give me the script and I would memorize the questions and I would just say it. I would be from just moving from one question to another. Like I wouldn't add anything in between. And then later on, I saw the response and people really liked me, like taking interviews and stuff. So I was like, you know, I'm kind of enjoying the energy of people and people are liking me. So I kind of felt like I want to continue and I want to get better. So I started learning.
I am so proud of that energy that you have, that you want to try it even if you don't know what would be the result, but still want to give your best shot and then you ace it at the end of the day.
Yeah, like that's exactly what happened in the music videos, because I never did acting, never did modeling. I was from a corporate background. Yeah, never ever thought about acting or modeling or cricket.
I am so proud of you ditching that deadlines and mailing part. Yeah. Also, so when you are on the field, is there any human emotion that you saw that is very raw and candid that cameras must have failed to capture?
Not any particular emotion, but like there's always like these players after they've, you know, played a wonderful knock. They do get emotional, but I think most of them do get captured. But like sometimes they're like just behind the camera, they're doing a video call to their partners or their mother or dad. So I really like that.
Classic Virat Kohli move.
I know.
Everybody could relate that to that sentence. So cricketers sometimes can be very tough to crack when you're having them on their interview. So is that one particular cricketer that you have? No names please, we don't believe in gossips, but that's someone who actually pushed you to be a better presenter. Like if you're interviewing him or her, you have to be in the most, you have to ace your job because that's their particular person standing right beside you.
I wouldn't say any particular person, any particular player, but yeah, like sometimes, you know, when I do these state association leagues and there are a lot of young players, so they've never faced the camera, they're very shy, especially around women. So what happens is like when you ask them a question, they give you 1 word or 2 word answers. So that gets really difficult because like I usually prepare like 3 questions because we have limited time in the broadcast. And then it's done in like 15 seconds. So what's next? So you have to bring like some candid questions just for them to get comfortable with. So I've learned that what I usually do is like I ask them about their journey. How did you get into cricket? How did you start? Who's your role model? And what are your goals? So that's like my go-to.
You basically make them very comfortable to be on the camera.
Yeah.
Understood. And with the Women Premier League coming in the picture, and which was a major shift towards cricket, we got a lot of audience and everything. Was there any moment that you realized, okay, okay, I have made my space, this was my calling? Something like that happened?
WPL was a very big opportunity for me. I
Yeah.
think one of the biggest so far. And I got it within a year and a half or two. So I was lucky
Nice.
enough to get it. And the moment I went onto that field, it was a whole packed stadium, DY Patil, 50 to 55,000 people. I felt really proud. I felt really confident, like with the crowd. Like
Yeah.
you do get that energy, right? Like I get really confidence from the crowd. So I stepped onto the field. It was like whole packed stadium. I had to call Jacqueline, Honey Singh, Harna Sandhu. And then the moment I just started, the moment I said the first word, welcome to Women's Premier League, the whole crowd were like cheering.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that moment. I really felt like, this is big and this is where I want to be.
Yeah, this is the kind of energy I want to
Yeah.
surround with. 100% sure. Yeah. Okay, now understand, you are a presenter. You have never left any player without a rapid fire round. You have pulled up people on the camera to play a rapid fire round. So now playing a rapid fire is non-negotiable for us.
For sure. I'm
Yeah?
down. Yeah.
So I'm asking you questions. Feel free to name, avoid any gossips. If there's something, please tell me behind the camera. I would not mind. ठीक है.
Got it.
So I am starting with my first question. Which cricketer would you love to interview next?
Sachin Tendulkar
Perfect.
and Smriti Mandhana.
Done. One singer you would love to feature in music video next.
Diljit Dosanjh and Karan Aujla.
One thing people assume that you have completely wrong.
Mostly this is what happens is like from my photos and my videos, people think I'm very arrogant or I would have a lot of attitude or I'll be very cocky, but I'm the complete opposite. It just happened even today. Like I worked with these makeup artists and the stylists. They said the same thing. They were like, we thought you'd be a little arrogant
Snooky or something like that. But you're,
You're
so sweet.
Yeah.
You're so. I can vouch for her. She's sweet. She's sweetest. Okay. What do you think would be the hardest cricketer to keep a straight face around during an interview?
I'll have to say Tim David.
One thing from music video shoot you secretly love the most.
Music video shoot. I love the camera.
Okay.
I just love it.
And-
as soon as there's a camera, I'm a different person.
And one cricketer you would like to feature in a music video.
With me?
Yeah.
With me. Without me, I would say Hardik Pandya. I think he could pull it off. I think he could really nail it,
He
right?
could. So Hardik Pandya, if you're please listening to us.
He
Someone,
should do a music video.
yeah, you should be in a music video soon. And someone who met you off camera, what would surprise them?
The same thing I said before, like that I'm not very arrogant. What else? I think my interests,
Yeah.
like I don't know, maybe people think I'm very, girly,
Yeah.
but I have interests that, like some boys kind of interests. Like I love playing games or I like riding a bike. I like to go
Okay.
for hiking, like those kind of stuff.
We saw the story yesterday.
I'll post a reel as well.
Okay. So, before we end, okay, and if you have the liberty to share, is there any future collaborations or project that we be seeing you a little sooner than expected?
I believe that you shouldn't share anything before. Like you shouldn't let anybody know what you're planning because like it attracts a lot of evil eye.
Yeah.
So I would.
Nazar is
recommend-
real, bro.
It is definitely,
Okay.
and it has happened with me a lot of times. So just stay tuned.
Stay
for my
tuned.
next
Yeah.
projects,
Keep
yeah.
watching the story section on the Instagram for Yesha. Okay. Also, this is my favorite part of the question. Before we end the interview, if you have to write yourself a letter to your 13-year-old self, what would it say? Would it be a warning? Would it be a wisdom or a reassurance, or just say, "Okay, relax. You don't know what surprises are there for you in life"?
I would say two things. One would be don't stop dreaming because I'd been a dreamer खुली आंखों से सपने देखती रही हूँ मैं और मेरे पूरे हुए हैं.
Nice.
So I would say just don't stop dreaming because dreams do come true.
Okay.
And secondly, I would say just go with the flow. Yeah, let the life surprise you.
Perfect. I'll let you know something. You're a perfect package of glamour, Bollywood, and cricket.
Thank
You're
you.
this perfect package of all the entertainment zone that can be there. You have it all in you.
Maybe
Okay.
in future I might try something new. You never know.
You never know. We are manifesting here. Okay.
Definitely.
Chalo. So with that, we wrap up our shoot for today and our interview. Keep watching the Space for TMM YouTube channel for more such interviews. Bye bye, people.